Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? This is John Day, retired lieutenant from New Jersey State Police, and I'm here to talk to y'all again. And the funny thing about it's not funny. It's strange. Is that last night I was talking to Kevin Hines, via Facebook, and he had concerns about Trenton Mayor Reed, Garceria, whatever his name is, letting this officer back, or Dilio back, on the force. And through our interaction, talking back, later I saw that West Ward Councilwoman Robin Vaughn texted John Day, shame on you. And I responded, could you elaborate on what you mean, shame on me? And I didn't get a response. I waited till 11 o'clock. I had to go to bed to that funeral the next morning. And in the morning I woke up, she was talking about the situation with the officer coming back to work after lying on his affidavit. Robin, you said shame. Robin Vaughn, West Ward Councilwoman, said shame on me, shame on you, shame on the mayor, shame on your colleagues on council. And the reason why I say that is I gotta agree with the Director Coley. She made the right decision to terminate the officer. But my concern is this. I believe it was a young lady that's on the Trenton police force that was up to be lieutenant, the first black lieutenant on Trenton police force. And she was denied that opportunity to be the first black lieutenant. The director made a decision, which I heard, is that she wasn't ready yet. And the mayor stood by her decision. But the mayor didn't stand by the director's decision to terminate this 15-year veteran of the Trenton Police Department. And that's confusing to me, is that here it is, this black police officer that was up for promotion, passed the test, about to make history as the first black female lieutenant in Trenton Police Department. And Director Coley denied it. Director Coley, you was wrong for that. The decision you made to terminate the officer, Odilio, I understand and I respect your decision. But the mayor to let Odilio back, but didn't pressure Coley to promote the young lady that could have been the first black lieutenant, is puzzling to me. And for the mayor to okay the officer back, but he didn't force Coley to promote the young lady to lieutenant. But I understand that's the politics of the game. Now, you may say, why is this guy back though? He came back. That's white privilege. It may be white privilege, but Odilio's union did their job. They fought for him. And somehow they negotiated and got this guy his job back. his union did their job. So y'all can't get mad because they stuck together and showed a bond, and some they sat at the table and they came to a conclusion to get this guy his job back. And whether I agree with that, no, I don't. But he got his job back because they stuck together. His union stuck by him. His brothers in law enforcement stuck by him, and he's back to work now. I don't know how he got back to work making $125,000 a year just to be administrative assistants. And the city keeps claiming it's hurting for money. I want to know how much the average pay is for administrative assistant. That's ridiculous to me. But Trenton mayor made the call, agreed with it, and that guy is back to work. But y'all got to learn from this too. That union, and it might be predominantly white guys, they stuck together and fought and got that man's job back. But did we, people of color, fight to get that girl that lieutenant spot? I understand the girl supposed to get the lieutenant spot the next go round, but for some reason, I don't know why y'all were satisfied with that. The same union that fought for Ordilio fought and spoke up for the black female that was supposed to be promoted to lieutenant. But nobody rattled about that. Nobody was in the paper about that. Nobody forced Coley about that. Think about that. Shame on me. That's why I keep saying we have to change the paradigm of the thinking of Trenton. And that cop should be held accountable for what he did. It wasn't right what he did. I agree with that. But the union, they're going to stand by their men. I was suspended 20 years ago. My union stood by me. And they were white boys. They stood by me. Even though I did nothing wrong. But this guy, he admitted for whatever he did, lied on the affidavit, and it's not right. He got to live with that. But the union did their job on getting that guy his job back. Law enforcement stick together. They stick together. I'm letting y'all know that now. But you also learn from that. We, as black folks, we got to stick together. Y'all ain't fight for the sister that was up for lieutenant. She's still waiting. But y'all mad because a bunch of white boys stuck together and got this guy his job back. And I'm going way back with the high school football coach, Coach Holman, who was got the Trenton High to the state championship, got several kids into college. He got laid off because of the cuts. He wanted to come back. But it was black folks who didn't want him to get his job back. They ain't wanted to come back with the same pay. They ain't stick up for him. And I fought for him. He was getting young inner city black young men into college. And the kids loved him. One of the kids now, he played for Penn State University. And y'all got the current Trenton High coach taking pictures with him like he put in the work. Holman did that. And that coach is at Trenton High now Graduated from Notre Dame, a white guy. Shame on me. That's why we got to change the leadership in Trenton. And the mayor, you're wrong. You're wrong, mayor. You stand by the director and everything else. You stood by her. You didn't force her to promote the young lady to be the first black lieutenant in Trenton PD. And the union was pushing for her to get promoted, which is white guys. It's white guys I know was pushing for her to get promoted to lieutenant. But the director, Coley, who was black, said no, she'll get it the next go round. But yet, you gonna go against Coley and bring this guy back. But that goes to show y'all, the union did their job. I'm not agreeing that, he should be back. But they stuck together and got this man the job back. Now, it's a shame that the city gonna have to pay $125,000 for this guy to push papers. But once we as black folks learn to stick together and stop hating on each other for no reason, if the reason it got to be an asinine reason, things will continue to be the way Trenton has been for the past 40 years. We got to sit together. You got to do the right thing. Shame on me. Look at yourself. This is how the game is played, Robin. Don't play the people, your constituents of the city of Trenton, make it a black and white issue. It's an issue of coming to the table and making things happen. And the mayor know the game. Yeah, give him his job back. All right, let's get his job back, because they know y'all gonna forget, and y'all gonna elect him mayor again. That's the game. They know y'all. Oh yeah, that's what the white guys do. They do that, but they wouldn't do that for a brother. They'll let a brother just be suspended. Do something for yourself. Look at yourself. Like I said, I ain't saying it's right he got his job back, but the union did their job, and he got it back. And ain't nothing you can do about it. But until election time, get out there, register to vote. Like I told y'all, we got a clean house. Get rid of everybody from the mayor to the city council, because they playing games. And I told y'all, if y'all listen to my past video, when all these people was getting killed, what was the city council like that? Where you was at, Robin, then, where 40 people got killed last year? But you still talking about, well, I stick by the director. She worked in Newark. She got all these degrees. And like I said, if you don't apply those degrees, don't mean a damn thing. Argue about that. That our young brothers and sisters getting killed, and a lot in your ward. Don't get over that because the union stuck together and got that job back. You know the game. When I was suspended for a year, my union stuck by me. And they were, like, again, they were white. That's the game, y'all. That is the game. And then all of y'all, if y'all want to change the game, vote. Register and get out there and vote. That's how things will change. We'll get the right director. We'll get the right mayor that can agree with each other and stick with each other. He said in the beginning he agreed with her terminating this guy. Then he turned around, the guy got his job back. He pushed for the girl, the young black girl, to get promoted, and Director Coley said no, and he didn't override that. He didn't fight for that, and nobody else was public fighting for that. But y'all mad at the union because they and the mayor, was the mayor wrong? Don't get me right, because he got the final say. But look at the difference. We stuck together and did what's right. That girl be lieutenant right now. But y'all didn't want the black director to look bad. Because you support her because she got all these degrees and this and that. But I ain't see y'all put no pressure on the director when there was 40 homicides last year of black and brown kids getting killed in their homes. So shame on y'all and shame on you, Robin. And the mayor, you got to think about it too. You got a lot of issues that you got to do. Now you done lost the public trust with Trenton PD, with the black and white officers and brown officers. The public trust, you got the public trust was between the PD and the public in the community. It's a whole plethora of problems gonna come out of this. And you paying this guy $125,000 a year to be administrative assistant? Are y'all pushing for raises for the administrative assistant that's in there? There now? That's why I'm telling y'all, wake up. We got to change the paradigm. And we got to get rid of that whole administration. That's the game, y'all. And the union played it right, and they got that man his job back. Until we get together and learn how to play the game and stop pulling each other back and having personal grudges against somebody, instead of doing the job and being concerned about the community and the safety of this community, things will keep doing the same thing for the past 40 years. Trenton PD been sticking together since its inception. But we as black folks, we don't do the same thing. But y'all get mad at them because they made something happen. Learn from them and make something happen for us. And for law enforcement, I want to read this to you right quick. And I hope Director Coley, you put this up in every precinct or every building in Trenton. This is the law enforcement oath of honor. On my honor, I would never betray my integrity, my character, or my public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always maintain the highest ethical standards and uphold the values of my community and the agency that I serve. That is the law enforcement oath. write that down, frame it, and put it in your police department. And be a leader for everybody. You should have promoted that girl. And like I said, your decision to terminate that guy was right. But we can't be mad that the union did their job and stuck by their fellow officer, their brother in law enforcement, and Reed went along with it. That is the game. So y'all think about that before y'all make it a black and white issue. The white boys stuck together and made it happen. We don't stick together. Let us start sticking together instead of holding each other back. Sweep in front of your own house when you start talking about somebody else. This is Trenton. And I told y'all we got to come to the table and come to a solution to bring this community back together and stop making it black and white. The whites progressing because they doing what they got to do. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. Shame on you, Robin. That's just food for thought. Y'all think about that. I know I went over the time. Normally 10 minutes. It's 20 minutes now. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.